love for the Big 12, right? Oklahoma and Baylor. And we start looking at these teams that are playing each other. College game day is going to be there. And Oklahoma, guys, last 2 weeks, they lose to K-State. They have to stop a two-point conversion to win 42-41. Lincoln Riley barely gets it done. On the other side, talking about barely getting it done, that's Matt Rule. That's the Baylor Bears. It isn't pretty, but it still ends up being a W. And it's win and advance right now. They continue to do that. So, Vilma, I start with you on this. What would you rather? Would you rather have Oklahoma's offense or would you have Baylor's defense? Which is better?
As much as I love defense, I would much rather have Oklahoma's offense. Frankly, I'd much rather have Jalen Hurts and CeeDee Lamb. And because you cannot defend the perfect pass and you cannot defend speed. Period. So when you have Jalen Hurts throwing 80-yard bombs to CeeDee Lamb, or, he says, you know what, I'll give you a nice in route, and you break 4 or 5 tackles, and you go the distance, and you do the rest, there's no defense for that. There's nothing you can do. They're just better athletes and better players. Though, again, I love Baylor's defense. I love the fact that I get to finally talk about Big 12 and having defense, because that's the reason why Baylor should be ranked higher than what they are right now in the College Football Playoff Committee's eyes.
Here's the thing. Baylor and defense are like antonyms. They could not be more opposite. But for once, all of a sudden, Baylor has a defense. It's amazing and it's astonishing, and they deserve credit for it. But I would rather have the Oklahoma offense because it's proven. Year after year, week after week, we know exactly what's going to happen and what's going to show up. And lastly, Jalen Hurts is a man on a mission. He took an ugly loss on a national stage against a Kansas State team that everybody said shouldn't have beat him. Jalen Hurts is playing with a vengeance. I don't see that Oklahoma offense faltering.
Hurts has played in 12 top 25 matchups. He's won 10 of them. Charlie Brewer on the other side, 0-5 in those matchups. Interesting to look at there. So, Acho, am I hearing that right? Is this an elimination game in the College Football Playoff Committee?
Absolutely. The Big 12 does not have enough credence. The Big 12 does not have enough public credit for any team to have one loss in that conference and advance to the college football playoffs, and they don't deserve it. The Big 12, their best team right now is Baylor, in my opinion, and the next best team is Oklahoma. The teams like Texas, Kansas State, Iowa State, they're just not consistently good enough. So, yes, this is an elimination game, and truly it's an elimination game for Baylor. I don't see the Sooners getting in regardless.
Whoa, in the words of Lee Corso, Acho, not so fast, my friend. So fast. You got an undefeated Baylor team right now. There is no reason why Baylor, if they lose this game, should be automatically eliminated as a one-loss team. Let's go back to last year. We had that same Oklahoma team they're about to face lose to your Texas team in the regular season and then avenge that loss to that same Texas team and then find themselves the 4th seed in the college football playoff. So, Baylor, don't stress. I know it'll be a lot harder to get in, but if they lose and they win out, they're a one-loss Big 12 champ, and they deserve consideration.
Let me propose to you the difference, though, JV. Last year, Oklahoma lost to a Texas team that at least people assumed was good. This was a 4-loss Texas team that beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. This, if Baylor were to lose to Oklahoma, avenging that loss doesn't look all that good. Last year, Oklahoma lost and avenged that loss, so they said they beat everybody in the conference. This year, the Big 12 just ain't got no dogs like that, not to the media at least.
But, Acho, how can that not be a good avenging that win? It would be a 2-loss Oklahoma team. How would that not be considered good the same way last year a 4-loss Texas team was considered good? That right there makes absolutely no sense. If they lose to Oklahoma Saturday and then turn around and beat Oklahoma in a Big 12 title game, that's a 2-loss Oklahoma team they beat, and that deserves some sort of credit.
Oh, boys, I just love the fact that you're saying, hey, if Baylor loses, I know they haven't beaten anybody yet, but they still got a chance. But God forbid Alabama lose to LSU by 5. Get them out of the college football playoff. Yes, trust me. All right, we'll continue to have these debates, right? At least we get a little football coming up on Saturday. 10th-ranked Oklahoma taking on unbeaten 13th-ranked Baylor Bears. Sooners 25-3 all-time against the Bears, and they've won their last 4. All right, let's take a look at the one